Hey guys, what's up? It's Danielle. So welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I have something that I admittedly didn't really keep up with, but I'm getting back to it now. I'm going to be planning out the month of February with you guys, and I didn't do January because admittedly I did not have a lot going on, and I know that that sounds kind of sad, but it is the truth. So February, we got some things moving, and not a whole lot, but it is enough to the point where I felt like, I wanted to share it. So why not? All right. So I don't have a whole lot going on for this month. I do have it on this piece of paper over here on the right. And I don't actually have Valentine's Day stickers. Otherwise, this would be like a whole Pepto-Bismol kind of situation. So I'm going to be using two sticker books that I've had for quite a while. And they're both my recollections. This one is a lot older than this one. And this is more so for functional planning, if you will. This one is purely just for decoration, and it is honestly for scrapbooking. There's not like a Valentine's Day sort of thing in here. So it's just going to be kind of like winter related a little bit. And I also have some washi that I've had for a couple of years now as well. And I'm going to be using some crayons. So this one is called Tickle Me Pink. And then I'm also going to be using my 3 friction pens that I have in the 0.5, and I just have red, black, and blue to kind of mark the different things that are going to be going on. So first things first, I'm going to start off with the washi. But anyways, I hope you guys are having a good end to your January. I know mine has definitely been a roller coaster just because of work. And I've actually started this thing where I don't really talk about work with, anybody unless I work with them. And a lot of that is just because I'm trying to mentally keep myself from, excuse me, I guess the best way to put it is not getting stressed out or super freaked out. Excuse me, however you want to put it. But basically, that's what's up. So I don't know if anybody else has ever really tried that, but I've been doing it for a little while. And I do like it. I find that I do better when I don't try to talk about work problems outside of work, because then, I can just focus on my own life and the people who are in it. And I'm not subject to, excuse me, thinking about this kind of stuff when I'm not there. By the way, if you don't already know, I work in management, so I can't really just leave work at work. Sometimes I do have to bring it home with me, but I do have kind of the luxury of being able to do that for the most part. So I'm not I meant to say I'm not totally immune, but I do, to a certain extent, not have to deal with that crap unless I'm actually there, which honestly is really nice, because some of the other places I've been, I've had to be available 24 hours a day, and I'm not a doctor. I don't need to be on call. That's my whole thing. Also, I don't get paid that much. So excuse me, there's no need for it. All right. I think I'm just going to stick with this washi at the top because there's really no space for it at the bottom. I do have a bunch of empty boxes, And I did have plans for them, I think last year, but you know, like a lot of things in life, I try to keep up with it and I fail miserably. So what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to color some of these in, but probably not all because I don't want it to look like super crazy. And this is by no means going to be perfect. It's just going to be, you know, just a little here and there. And you can barely tell that I colored, but it is there nonetheless. So anyways, there's, excuse me, I think both good and bad things coming down the pipeline. And I don't usually share work stuff with you guys, and I don't really plan on doing that at any point ever, really, unless I retire, which I'm barely 30, so that's not going to happen anytime soon. But that being said, you know, I think at some point I can do that. So I'm going to add in this I want candy sticker because I feel like that's 100% appropriate for February. And I don't know, I think that would be really cute. So I'm actually just going to put this right here in this box. Hopefully that's straight. Yeah, I think that looks okay. And now I'm going to add in some of these stickers, which again, these are like for scrapbooking. And unfortunately, here in PA, at least the part that I'm in, we have not gotten enough snow. So I haven't really felt like utilizing a lot of these stickers because it just feels like a sham. So I'm just going to, I'm actually going to use this one because I have been drinking a lot of coffee. Not that that is anything different from what happens on a normal basis, but, you know. So I'm just going to stick this right here. I guess, you know, tea kettle, whatever. To me, it looks like coffee. Everything looks like coffee. All right. And then I think this would be really cute. This one that says hot chocolate and warm hugs. I know I don't share a ton of stuff with you guys, and that's because I don't know, I tend to be kind of private, but my mom actually did come to visit me in January, so that's kind of why I wanted to add that, because I've got a lot of hugs from my mama. Haven't seen her in like over a year because I wasn't able to go home for Christmas last year. And I wasn't able to see her the whole time she was doing chemo. So, you know, I'm glad that I was able to kind of hang out with her for a little bit. Even though it was only for like a day or two. It was still really nice. I'm also going to add this really cute like hot chocolate. And I'll just stick that over here in the corner. Can you tell? I have a thing for like hot drinks. All right, let me pick something else because that's going to get old like really quickly. How much you want to bet though? I'm going to end up with like snow this month. Like I kind of hope so, but at the same time, I really hope not because I don't want to have to deal with it. So these are all kind of like the wrong color scheme. The wrong sort of vibe. I was kind of going for like cozy vibes, but you know. Aw, okay, I'm going to add this cute little dog right here just because I've seen so many cute puppies and they're all so happy to like just be outside. When we did get a little bit of snow, I did see them playing out in the snow, so, you know, I just think that's really cute. And I'm going to stick this puppy right here. Okay. So I got, I think, all the stickers squared away. I might add maybe like one more on here. You know what? I'm going to add this one. The one that says go, go, go. I'm not a huge fan of like hustle culture because I literally cannot hustle. Excuse me. For a variety of reasons. Mainly, you know, thyroid issues, but also depression. And ADHD also makes it hard. But I don't know. I have stuff that I'm trying to like make happen, if that makes sense. So I'm kind of like trying to manifest it, if that makes sense. Okay, so now I'm going to get into the rest of this. And I'm going to go off of my list. Let me put my single crayon away. And I don't even know where this goes. I'll worry about that later. Okay, so savings goal is $900. And that's actually not bad considering the fact that I was able to save like $800 in a month. It's amazing what happens when you stop spending your money on useless shit. Like, I can't stress that enough. That sounds bad, but whatever. I'm not giving up any more of my money unless I absolutely have to. Like, people are going to have to start fighting me for it. So I'm going to put this in blue, which I know it does not pass the vibe check, but I do want it to stand out just a little bit. And actually, I'm going to move it down here. So savings goal. $900. You might be able to hear one of my cats meowing, but okay, so we have that. All right, now I do have an assessment due on February 1st. I'm going to put that in red just because I don't want to forget about it. So if you don't own property and you don't have an HOA, I mean, you are incredibly lucky because, trust me, if I would have known that I would be having to pay for these freaking assessments this year, I never would have bought my condo. But it'd be like that. Okay, and then the next thing is I actually have to mark this day because I'm going to end up having that day off. So I forgot. I need to grab another washi color. And I think since, you know what, this doesn't really go with that, but I do want it to stand out. So I'm going to use this washi, which is one of the skinnier ones that I have, just because I don't want it to take up like the whole square. Okay. Also, I just really like it. But I like doing this once, you know, tax season starts rolling around. But I literally will take a whole day just to do my taxes. And I am not afraid to like take a day off to do it, because then I'm still able to, you know, get all my other stuff done, what have you. Okay, so the last thing, I don't think I'm going to add Ant-Man coming out on the 17th because I am so behind with the MCU. But there is a guy that works for me, and his birthday is on this day. So let me just write that in here. Okay, so that is everything. I know this isn't much, like I haven't added in paydays, but that's because I add them in as I get paid. And I also add in other stuff like, you know, periods and that sort of thing as they happen. Like I can't predict when that happens, but you catch my drift. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you maybe were inspired to add something to your monthly spread if you haven't already. I actually do want to add something else, and it is a monthly goal. So I just want to include that like right here in this box. And I think what my goal is going to be is pick one thing and stick with it for the whole month. So like be consistent about it. And I'm not talking about posting like my cash envelope videos, because I think we've seen that I've been consistent with that. I'm talking more so about like, you know, being on time or cleaning things up in a more timely manner, not just like letting things get to shit and then having to do damage control. So monthly goal is going to be keep up with one cleaning task. And it can't be something as simple as like doing the laundry or, you know, wiping down the stove, wiping down the countertops, doing the dishes, because those are things that like happen regardless. It has to be a little bit more involved. So like dusting or what have you. So anyways, that is all that I have for you guys for this video. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I love you all, and I'll talk to y'all in my next video. Bye guys.